In the cold waters of the North Sea, a British and a German warship scatter symbols of remembrance, British poppies, German forget-me-nots, over the century-old wrecks of ships lying on the Jutland bank. 300 miles away, a service of commemoration at St Magnus Cathedral in the Orkney capital of Kirkwall. To the strains of the naval hymn, the British and German flags were laid on the altar.
Across the North Sea steamed the British fleet.
Jutland was the only time in history two fleets of massive dreadnought battleships met, the most powerful weapons of their age. Both sides claimed a victory. The Germans sank more ships, but never again ventured their fleet in combat. The British maintained command of the sea and an economic blockade that ensured Germany's defeat.
I was not exactly frightened, but certainly apprehensive.
Julian Robinson's father was a junior midshipman on HMS Temeraire and wrote an account of the battle. His son was at today's service. Julian's father was lucky.
We passed on our port side all that was left of the battle cruiser Invincible, her bows and stern sticking out of the water, broken in half.
John Nicola died on Invincible, one of 3 British battle cruisers that blew up when hit by German shells. Only 6 of his shipmates survived. 3 of his grandchildren came today.
He was a member of the Royal Naval Reserve for 21 years. He joined at 18. His primary trade was a fisherman. And he unfortunately was lost in the battle at the age of 39.
And do you think somehow the Navy's contribution in the First World War has been forgotten?
I think so. They were sort of lost and forgotten. But I'm so glad that this has come up, because it's a privilege to be here.
This afternoon, the Princess Royal and the German President laid wreaths in the old naval cemetery at Lyonesse on the south side of Scapa Flow. Descendants and sailors from both sides took part, reading accounts of the battle and a poem by a sailor who later died at Jutland.
Denn navigare necesse est, Seefahrt ist Not.
Just offshore, a German and a British warship anchored side by side. Once enemies, now allies. Nick Higham, BBC News, Orkney.